Hello everyone. Welcome to Podcasting Social Work. Podcasting Social Work is a platform for educators, learners, and social workers and community activists to share your stories and transform community lives. Today we are here today to have a chat and discussion with Jennifer Woodill, Chair, Community Services Department, regarding our upcoming OER, Open Educational Resource, Community Development from Canadian and global perspective. And we would like to ask Jennifer about her experience when Jennifer was reviewing it, editing it, and providing very constructive feedback for making it more useful and useful for our students. Jennifer, what is your experience with our community development practice, OER?
Thank you, Hasan. I am so excited for this OER to come to be published, and I cannot wait for everyone to read it and see it and engage with it. My experience has been, I've just been blown away and inspired, Hasan, with all the work that you have put into it, all the different case studies that truly is international. So when you look at this, you're going to understand the theories of community development, how powerful community development is as a tool to change communities, for communities to be empowered, for communities to be able to come out of situations of oppression, situations of marginalization, and be able to be empowered and gain their own self-advocacy. These case studies that I have read, I learned so much myself. Yeah, just from editing, I learned so much more about community development reading these case studies.
It was a huge task. Thank you once again, Jennifer, the amount of time you committed for this editing. But behind that, your encouragement and inspiration for creating this global resource, open education resource, that is not only for our students, but also for all the community development workers across the globe. They can access it without any cost. If they have internet connections and a device, they can easily access it and use it. And in this regard, would you like to tell us a little bit about your mission for OER?
Sure. Well, I'm new to open education resources. Honestly, probably 5 years ago, I didn't even know such a thing existed. I didn't know what OER meant, but I have become very inspired by the open education movement. It is a global movement. It is supported by the UN, United Nations. And I'm very inspired and want to give a shout out to Professor Paula Damasio, who is a very passionate champion of open education and open education resources. And really, it just puts, we don't want to commercialize knowledge and education. It is, I think education is a human right, and being able to produce knowledge that is free, that is accessible to everyone all over the globe through the internet, instead of people having to, pay money for textbooks. And also that education is collaborative and that we're learning from each other. And it's really beautiful when open education resources are revised or changed or added on to, that people can take a resource and really make it their own. I think it's a beautiful thing. And so I really believe in that philosophy. I do really have been working with faculty to think about how we can change this. Our students here at Centennial College face a lot of challenges in especially financial challenges. Many of our students have financial barriers to education. They have to work many hours at the same time that they're trying to study and trying to learn. And if we can make that burden less for them, if they don't have to pay, $150 for a textbook, that means that money can go towards their family, can go towards themselves learning. I think whatever we can do to make education more accessible to students, then I am always 100% behind it. So
thank you, Jennifer. And I would like to reflect how I started this journey with Jennifer. And after getting some training, orientation, and encouragement, of course, I contacted my colleagues who can contribute, who are working in the field across the globe, in Niger, in Bangladesh, in Adelaide. And we are also going to take stories from other regions. We are hoping to include it in our second edition. We have got so much resources from our Canadian practitioners, especially practicing community development in the Greater Toronto area. Dr. Agnes Thomas is one of them, and we have learned so much from this process. And our goal is bringing all these resources together for our practitioners, for our students. So they don't need to just focus on a particular textbook, but now it is open. It has so much resources. It has text, it has videos, it has podcast. You can listen anytime. So I'm so excited for this opportunity, and you will enjoy a lot, I'm sure. And also we are asking, as Jennifer said, we are asking your feedback. As a practitioner, you can share feedback, you can share your story, and there will be a link where you can actually put your opinion, feedback, and if you are interested to share an image or a clip of video that created by you, or a case study or a chapter you want to write that is not included here, you are most welcome to do it. So it's very, very exciting opportunity for us, and I would like to thank Centennial library team, our Paula and Mandy and other stakeholders who have been supporting this process. And thank you so much, Jennifer. Any last word for our audience through this podcasting social work?
One thing is Hasan knows everybody across the globe. It's quite intense. It's quite exciting, but you're friends with, you have so many networks. So having this international perspective is really amazing. I haven't seen anything like that. Most community development things, readings and work that I've seen has been very North American focused. So I think that global perspective is incredible. Just to say, go and check it out. I'm sure Hasan will put the link in the notes for this podcast. So it's as quick as just clicking on that link and engage with it. Again, just to reiterate, there's all kinds of resources, both written, video, audio, visual resources, and I hope it inspires you to take this learning and move forward in your journey with community development. Whatever that looks like, I'm really excited. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. As Jennifer said, that this resource created on our social capital, on our network. My colleagues, my friends, our colleagues working across the globe, they have contributed. So this is one of the key principles of community development. And in fact, we are a community here to work together, to learn together, and to share our joys and success in community actions. I hope you will review our resource and use it in your practice. And thank you so much, Jennifer, for joining this podcast. And I'm so grateful to you for your continuous support and encouragement.
Thank you, Hasan.